Herzlich willkommen in Call of Cthulhu mit eurem MadSpyro. Schön, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt. Und wir sind jetzt stehen geblieben, dass wir das Lagerhaus uns jetzt endlich mal anschauen. Und dann würde ich einfach mal sagen, dann gehen wir mal die Richtung und schauen uns mal das Lagerhaus an. Wie ich schon das letzte Mal gesagt habe, haben die Bewohner hier irgendwas zu verbergen. Ich weiß aber nicht was. Ich drücke aber mal kurz mal hier mein Büchlein und schau mal. Dogs von Darkwater, einen Weg ins Lagerhaus. Ah, genau, ich muss es einen Weg ins Lagerhaus 36 finden. Dann war meine Frage, ob ich hier noch... Ich habe 2 verfügbare Punkte. Die könnte ich jetzt auch wieder weitergeben. Bin ich wirklich am Überlegen. Das ist alles. Da habe ich auch 3. Da habe ich 2 und da habe ich 2. Da bin ich vielleicht am Überlegen, dass ich 1, 2 Redegewandtheit gebe. Hinweise. Ach, das sind die Hinweise, die wir gefunden haben bei Kapitel 1 und 2. Okay, gut. Ach, dass man die hier nochmal anschauen kann. Oh, psychisches Trauma. Cool. Aber ich glaube, das wird uns später alles noch erklärt. Oh, ich habe noch was gesehen, sorry. Inventar. Und das wissen wir alles, okay. Aha, jetzt bin ich schlauer. So. Ach, gehen wir mal zu dem liebenvollen, netten Polizisten. Oder, ja. Sprechen wir mal an.
Where do you think you're going?
Wo wollen wir denn hin?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Ist egal, ob es seit Monaten ist.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Ja, mach mal das, ja?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Na, was bist denn du für ein Arschi?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Die haben irgendwas hier zu verheimlichen. Ich weiß, das sage ich ja schon zum 1000. Mal. Ich langweile euch damit schon. Aber das ist mir jetzt ehrlich gesagt egal, weil die haben was zu verheimlichen. Was bist denn du für ein... du sahst aus wie so ein Affe. Lauter Affen hier. Ja.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Hä? Was wolltest du denn von mir? So, etwas hätte ich niemals getan. Wer ist der heilige Brandon? Ich bin gerade erst angekommen, ihr Trottel.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
Alter, ich würde weniger Alkohol saufen, ey. Mehr über Darkwater, mehr über die Insel erfahren. Wer sind die beiden
The
Wachen?
two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Jetzt fragen wir mal, wer Catty ist.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Mir über die Insel herausfinden. Tut mir leid. Der heilige Brandon. Und sie leben hier. Haben sie keine Arbeit? Haben wir das nicht gerade eben gehört? Fragen wir
That
nochmal.
statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Jo, die zwei guten Herren konnten ihre Miete nicht zahlen, weil sie das gerne für Alkohol ausgegeben haben und deswegen leben sie in einem Boot. Jetzt kommen wir der Spur näher. Huhuhu. Ja, Arbeit haben sie auch keine, weil sie nur besoffen sind.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Er hat sie nicht geschlossen, ihr Idioten. Er hat euch rausgeschmissen, weil ihr besoffen seid. Oh mein. Ich
I've
gehe.
taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
See you later. Oh Mann.
Come on, you could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Jetzt bin ich wirklich am Überlegen, ob ich das denen sagen soll. Ob meine Redegewandtheit schon so gut ist. Ich würde es mal versuchen.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you. Go die of...
So. Dieser Weg führt zum
I've got to
Lagerhaus.
enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Habt ihr euch an der Statue zu schaffen gemacht?
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
So, es gibt
If I
drei,
can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
es gibt drei Arten von Menschen hier. Die Spackos hier, die wohl denken, die sind die allergrößten mit ihrer Kettigkeit. Dann die Menschen, die was zu verheimlichen haben. Und die Alkoholiker. Das ist Darkwater. Interessant.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Oh. Ja, unser Mundgeruch. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt, ob wir jetzt mit denen reden können oder mit der Cat reden müssen. Schauen wir mal.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry...
We saw you. Go die of thirst.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Okay.
What are you guarding exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Okay.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Ich muss mir einen anderen Weg einfallen. Ich gehe jetzt nochmal da runter und schaue nochmal, ob ich das machen kann. Nee, kann ich nicht. Okay, ich muss einen anderen Weg finden. Die Frage ist nur, wo, wie, was, warum. Ah, da war doch noch ein Weg von so ein paar hässlichen Schmugglern. Da hinten. Kann ich da jetzt hin? Dann schauen wir mal. Ja, da. Der Drecksack ist immer noch da oder weg.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
Sie haben keine Angst von ihrer Chefin. Was treiben Schmuggler in dieser Gegend frei?
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I shall take my leave.
gibt's nichts mehr, nee. Versteckte Gegenstände finden. Die Fähigkeiten entdecken ermöglicht dir versteckte Gegenstände, bla bla bla. Das ging immer so schnell. Ein Hebel. Dieser Hebel aktiviert ein Mechanismus. Cool.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Gehen wir gleich hoch. Darunter muss ich.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Okay, ich muss doch hoch. Sonst ist hier nichts. Doch. Eine Speerklinge. Mit diesem Teil können schwere Lasten gefahrlos gehoben und gehalten werden. Okay.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Ah, da fehlt noch Zeug. Okay. Hier ist aber nichts mehr. Irgendein Hinweis? Nix, ja. Oh. Okay, dann schauen wir mal weiter. Finden wir hier irgendwas? Vielleicht mit dem Captain mal reden, weiß ich, wir sollten mal mit dem Captain reden, glaube ich. Oh.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Okay, der hat uns Sachen gesagt, die wir eigentlich schon wissen. Wir wollen ja runter. Das sind die zwei Besoffenen wieder. Was machen die jetzt hier?
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Okay.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
I mean, they're going to cut fuck
So
you
you said to
open.
yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those.
I told you to beat it.
Okay.
You again.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. They saved dock water from famine.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
Okay.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Ja, da will
That'll
uns
be
immer
all
noch
for now.
nichts geben. Ne, hier ist auch nichts.
He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Okay.
Nobody listens.
Es ist wirklich die Frage, entweder habe ich dort nicht gut geschaut, oder es ist wirklich das... Oh, schaut's mal, hier geht's ja weiter. Gut, dass man hier nochmal schaut. Zugesperrt. Okay. Hier ist auch nichts. Irgendwas muss doch hier sein, was ich brauche. Ich will doch nur diese scheiß Kanalisation. Kann ich doch was machen. Jetzt so.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Looks like Phoenician. Or a very primitive runic script. I've never seen anything like it. This language, it's a whole lot older than this statue.
Mehr sagst du nicht. Oh. Da war irgendwas jetzt hier. Kult. Okay, das war die Statue. Fuck. Dann schaue ich nochmal in die Hütte jetzt rein. Also die eine da vorne gleich. Aber erst schaue ich mal nochmal hier rein. Vielleicht findet sich hier was. Nee. Hier findet sich auch nichts. Ne, da muss in diesem einen Scheißdreck, da muss was sein. Weil hier ist auch nichts. Die lassen mich auch nicht durch. Deswegen, ich muss in die Kanalisation runter.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Und hier ist nirgendwo etwas. Ich habe jetzt eigentlich alles durchsucht. Hier ist auch nichts. Und hier ist dieses Fragezeichen. Das heißt, hier muss was sein. Wo und was? Kann ich vielleicht in J dieses Fragezeichen anklicken? Nee, oder? Das funktioniert nicht. Oh, da ist was.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Zahnrad. Oh, sorry, jetzt habe ich glaube ich nicht gelesen. Oh, tut mir leid. Inventar, Zahnrad. Ein Zahnrad ist Teil einer Mechanismus, okay. Vielleicht gibt's. Ah, ich hab's fertig. Cool.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Schön, dass das Feuerzeug reinsteckt und dass immer noch Licht da ist.
Damn, I broke it.
Was? Was ist broken? Scheiße. Der Map ist broken. Das ging mir jetzt etwas zu schnell. Es ist kaputt. Was soll ich jetzt machen? Was ist denn jetzt kaputt? Ah. Okay. Das funktioniert. Finde ich noch hier irgendetwas? Ey. Ich will Feuerzeug. Jetzt weiß ich, wie man es auspackt. Cool. Okay.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Was ist besser? Nichts sagen? Ich habe keine Ahnung, dann lassen Sie mich durch. Ich bin mal frech.
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh, sie ist ja echt.
Get this
Charmante
joker
Frau.
out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Sehr nette Frau.
Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
Schau mal, das ist immer noch kaputt, oder war das nur Wege, damit der Film hier kommt? Okay, das ist immer noch kaputt, ich muss jetzt irgendwas anderes suchen. Okay. Gut, 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 gut.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend.
Oh.
I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
Die Wahrheit.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Sie sind wohl nicht die einzige Bedrohung für mich. Sie müssten sich gut auf Darkwater auskennen. Ich brauche Hilfe, um ins Lagerhaus zu gelangen.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us, and they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care, but I'll go with you to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Ja, klar.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here.
Mal, gehst du langsam, du Olle. Ja, ja, ja. Ich darf jetzt endlich rein. Das ist echt gut. Obwohl ich gerne sehen hätte wollen, wie die Kanalisation aussieht. Aber jetzt stehen die auch so da. Mhm. Haben sie die schon gespürt, dass er kommt?
He's with me.
Ja, ihr Dreckigen. Meine Braut hier. Oh, die Schnüffel.
I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his...
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
So. Jetzt haben wir das endlich geschafft. Mit dem wunderschönen Lagerhaus. Wir sind endlich da. Aber so, meine Leute, wie es im Lagerhaus aussehen wird, wird es hier leider in der nächsten Folge erst erfahren. Ich freue mich aufs nächste Mal auf euch. Und dann würde ich sagen, bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüdelü, ciao, ciao.